Welcome to FinStacks with Laura and Anthony.
Hey everyone, good to be here.
Okay, so today we're jumping into something kind of surprising, actually.
Mm-hmm.
These simpler mobile phones, the ones that mostly just call and text, they're making a comeback.
Yeah, it's a fascinating trend. And for you listening, if you want to get the gist without getting bogged down in like tons of data, this really says something about our relationship with tech right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We want to figure out, why now? Why are these basic phones suddenly popular again? What's the bigger picture?
Well, let's start with some numbers because they kind of paint the picture.
Okay.
Sales for these simpler phones up 15% since just 2023.
15%.
And get this, the first quarter of 2025 alone, over 3.2 million units were sold.
3.2 million. That's actually quite a lot for phones we thought were disappearing.
It really is. It signals a real shift.
So who's buying them? Is it like people who never got into smartphones? Maybe older folks?
You might think so, but interestingly, Gen Z is a big part of this.
Really? Gen Z, the super connected generation.
Yep. And their main reason, they want fewer distractions. They're actively choosing less connectivity.
Okay, that flips the script a bit, doesn't it?
It totally does. It shows how maybe being constantly plugged in is starting to feel like, well, too much.
Which ties right into this whole digital detox idea we keep hearing about.
Exactly. It's this significant wellness movement. People are genuinely worried about the mental health side of always being online.
And there's money in it too, right? I saw something about the market value.
Oh, yeah. It's predicted to be worth nearly $15 billion by 2032. That's billion with a B.
15 billion. Okay, so this is definitely not just a handful of people feeling stressed.
No, not at all. There are surveys showing like 77% of people aged 35, 54, and even 63% of 18 to 34-year-olds. They kind of wish they could rewind to a time before smartphones were everywhere.
63% of young adults. That's huge. So we're all feeling it then, this craving for a break.
It seems like it.
So what does this detox actually look like day to day? Is it just switching your phone off?
It can be lots of things. You're seeing companies bring in right to disconnect policies.
So you don't have to answer work emails at 10 p.m.
Basically. Schools are rethinking tech in the classroom too. And personally. People are creating like phone-free zones in their homes.
Okay.
Or making a point to, say, read a physical book instead of scrolling social media feeds.
Simple stuff, but probably makes a difference.
Using Do Not Disturb more often, They're even organized things like Shut the Phone Up Sunday.
I like that name.
And for some, it's serious enough they're actually going to, like, specialize digital detox centers.
Wow, okay. That shows the level of need for some people. Which I guess leads us to this dopamine diet thing. Is that related?
It definitely is, yeah. The dopamine diet or dopamine fasting.
Yeah.
It's not really about food, despite the name.
Right.
It's more about taking a break from things that give you that constant, quick hit of pleasure. So social media, gaming, checking your phone every 2 minutes.
That instant gratification loop.
Exactly. The idea is to kind of reset your brain's reward system, break that cycle.
Where did that come from? Is it a new idea?
It actually started as a technique in cognitive behavioral therapy by a psychiatrist, Dr. Cameron Sipa. Now it's kind of taken off as a wellness trend.
Okay. And does it work? What do people say?
Well, anecdotally, people report better focus, improved sleep, less anxiety. Some even feel more creative. The hard science is still developing, but there is some recent research showing that even short breaks from smartphones can cause, measurable changes in brain activity, especially around dopamine regulation.
Interesting. So it's not just a feeling. There might be something actually changing.
Potentially, yes. But, most experts would say it's less about total elimination and more about finding a healthier balance.
Right, like adding in other stuff.
Yeah, focusing on positive habits, exercise, good sleep, mindfulness, finding hobbies that aren't screen-based.
That makes sense. Now, speaking of phones, the Nokia 33310, that name brings back memories. The indestructible brick.
The legend. Everyone remembers that phone. And the new version, the 2025 one, it keeps the toughness but packs some surprises.
Like what? Is it still basic?
Well, yes and no. It has 5G connectivity. Get out. 5G on a 3310.
Yep. And a 3.5-inch HD display, a 12-megapixel AI camera.
Yeah, camera. Okay, they're not messing around.
And the battery. It can supposedly last a week.
A week? Seriously? My smartphone needs charging twice a day sometimes.
I know, right? Plus USB-C fast charging. It runs a stripped-down Android OS, so you can still get essentials like WhatsApp, maybe YouTube. And crucially...
Don't tell me. Snake.
You know it. The classic snake game is there.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So it's functional, not just pure nostalgia.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And its revival isn't just about selling a phone. It kind of embodies this whole cultural shift we're talking about.
Towards digital wellness.
Exactly. There is a quote from a Stanford researcher, Dr. Maya Sharma, calling it a cultural correction to the smartphone era.
Basically, we're realizing the mental health price tag of always being connected.
That's a really good way to put it. Cultural correction. I like that.
And I saw another one from a tech entrepreneur, Alex Rivera, who said his Nokia is like a meditation retreat in my pocket.
Huh. Love that. A pocket retreat.
It captures that feeling, doesn't it? It's
Yeah.
like why vinyl records are back or film photography.
Ah, the analog revival.
Well-
Seeking something more intentional.
Exactly. Slower, maybe more mindful experiences, less constant stimulation.
So putting it all together, this comeback of simpler phones, it's more than just a blip.
It really seems to be. It reflects this growing collective desire for a better balance with our tech, a more intentional way of engaging with the digital world.
It definitely leaves you thinking, doesn't it? Maybe choosing a less smartphone could actually lead to a smarter way of living.
That is the big question, isn't it? Something for all of us to think about.
Definitely food for thought. Well, stay tuned for more updates, but don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.